It all, this is a warning, you better avoid. Poets are paranoid, DJs destroyed. Yes, I came back.
Trying to come up off my thing, yeah. I never do that shit to you cause it's like, yeah. Dude, you just got locked up, man, free boy out of the chain. And I love that nigga that day, he'll catch me a break. Hey, bitch, cheating on you, talk about bitch, better not do that shit. I'ma lose my shit. My nigga got a stick, I ain't even gotta say he gon' do that shit. He gon' shoot that bitch. Big ass FM, but it's there, go through all that shit. Got a lot of shit. I've been through but it's like 10 times, I don't do all that shit. And it's crazy how a nigga came up cause I called it. Big Glock on my side, take precautions. Filling my cup up with mud cause I'm ballin'. It's so crazy how I made it, I caught it. Remember when
Man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Clippers finally, and I mean finally, broke a 6-game losing streak tonight and beat a red-hot Dallas Mavericks team, and Kawhi Leonard outplayed Luka Doncic in the Dallas Mavericks tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world. I want to give a shout-out to that blockheaded ass nigga Tyronn Lue for finally, before y'all come in and make sure y'all smash the like button, for finally understanding that these 3-guard lineups is not working. Do you understand that as soon as Tyronn Lue, ladies and gentlemen, start playing a lineup that feature more wings and less guards, the Clippers were outstanding. They were outstanding in the first half, defensively and offensively, led by yours truly, Kawhi, led by yours truly, Terrence Mann and Norman Powell tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We was active. We trapped. We blitzed Luka. We doubled Luka. We forced everybody else to beat you. We was physical. We was getting in the pass lanes. Was getting rebounded. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we out-rebounded the Dallas Mavericks. We limit the turnover, especially in the first half. The second half, that's when the turnover started to pick up, and that's when it allowed Dallas Mavericks to get in the game. But the Clippers defensively was unbelievable, and the recipe of success is Tyronn Lue played Robert Covington 30 minutes tonight, and the Clippers out-rebounded the opposing team. And also defensively, they got after it. They was physical. They was getting passing lanes, right? They was contesting shots. They was rotating at the right situation. This is what you need, and this is what the Los Angeles Clippers need tonight. Kawhi Leonard, the Don Dada himself, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world. Y'all sat there and said that this man is washed. You sat there and said that this man is not even a top 20 player in the world. Ghost Town sat there and said that Kawhi Leonard is done. He's not even the best player on his team. You got that stupid ass nigga Lord Rand sat there and said that Ivica Zubac is better than Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen. Kawhi Leonard was easily, and I mean easily, the best player on the floor tonight. 33 points, 9 rebounds, 9 for 12 from the field. That is 75% for the field, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world. This man shot 60% from the three-point line, right? And shot 100% from the free throw line as well. And he also gave you 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and was creating for others. And he had a positive plus minus. He had his career high in points. Kawhi Leonard is getting back in rhythm. And the thing with Kawhi Leonard looked like tonight, and I'm going to let everybody understand. Tonight, Kawhi Leonard was so impactful on both ends. He looked like elite Kawhi. He looked like 2021, 2019 Kawhi Leonard. He had 4 steals tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That means he was playing the pass lanes. His off-ball defense was unbelievable tonight. He was physical. When he got the switch on Luka, he was holding his own. Luka Doncic couldn't score over this man whatsoever, right? And also, ladies and gentlemen, right, Kawhi Leonard was creating for others. He was making the right reads. As soon as he invited the double team, he would make a great pass out of the double team, out the post. The Clippers were swinging the ball, and that gave them easier open looks in the game all the time. And give a shout out to Kawhi Leonard. He owns Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic cannot see Kawhi Leonard head to head. Luka Doncic can score all these stats that's not impactful. Luka Doncic can score all them goddamn points. First of all, the reason why Luka Doncic had 43 points because he played the whole entire fourth quarter. Imagine if you let Kawhi Leonard play the whole entire fourth quarter, nigga. Luka Doncic was not impactful, right? And at the end of the day, real talk, the man had 21 free throw attempts, ladies and gentlemen. 21 free throw attempts. Right? And if you look at his usage rate in the game, this man had the ball in his hands every time. Right? And that's the reason why the Dallas Mavericks offense is so stagnant without Luka. Because Luka has this LeBron James effect where he's so great at everything on offense, it actually deteriorates the style of play on what the Dallas Mavericks get to offer in the production that they get to offer as well. Because he's just so ball dominant, right? But Kawhi Leonard was just impactful. He had a step back 3 in Luka face. Man, at the end of the day, let's be real, man. Luka Doncic should be thanking Kawhi Leonard that he didn't play in that playoffs. Because if he didn't play in that goddamn playoffs, this man wouldn't even got to the goddamn Western Conference. We'd be looking at Luka as a first-round, second-round exit because he ran into one of the best players in the world in Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen. Right? First of all, Croton P, fuck Tyronn Lue. He should have been did this shit. If Tyronn Lue would have been did this shit in the beginning of the season, we wouldn't even be in this predicament, nigga. We wouldn't even be in this predicament if Tyronn Lue would have played Rocco more. So Tyronn Lue, I don't give you no credit, nigga. Stick 2 middle fingers up, nigga, because you should have been did this shit. And that's the thing I don't like about Tyronn Lue. He waits too long to adjust. He did a great job with his rotations, but what took you so long? I told that dumb motherfucker. He listened to my streams. I told that nigga, stop with these 3 guard lineups, play Robert Covington some more, limit Reggie Jackson minutes, play Batum more, right? And look what the success the Clippers had. They look a completely different team tonight. Norman Powell was cooking. Give Norman Powell his credit. That man was cooking. He is the 3rd best player on the Clippers team, man. But shout out to the Los Angeles Clippers tonight. We got a dub. We was great on both ends of the floor. The third quarter, it got ahead of us because we kept on turning over the ball and we was missing shots. Dallas was making their shots. So it allowed Dallas to chip away that lead. But Kawhi had a big 3 to chip it away to 10 because Dallas was getting ready to cut it between single digits. So then, I want to give a shout out to Norman Powell. I want to give a shout out to Norman Powell. I want to give a shout out to niggas Batum, Rocco, and them guys for holding it down when Kawhi Leonard and them guys was on the bench. Real talk. But it's just great. This is just great. We need to build off of this win. Great win tonight. We just moving on. Terrence Mann. I want to give a shout out to Terrence Mann, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all smash the like button as y'all coming in. Terrence Mann, right? He is the starting point guard for the Los Angeles Clippers. This man, Terrence Mann, will be untouchable if he know how to shoot the long ball pretty well. But this man, Terrence Mann, does everything well. He's a good defender. He moves his feet. He's physical. He gets rebounds. He get in transition. He's a pretty good finisher around the rim. And he's a great slasher too as well. So give a shout out to Terrence, man. He played pretty well, but at the end of the day, the Don Dada himself, Kawhi Leonard, Ghost Town sat there and said Kawhi Leonard is done. Ghost Town, you don't know nothing about Clipper basketball. And you damn sure don't know nothing about what a great player is. Real talk. Kawhi Leonard owns Luka Doncic. He owns that nigga. Luka Doncic can have damn near 40, 50. That's not impactful. Luka Doncic was in the whole fourth quarter. Let me tell you what this man plus minus were. Let's see if the NBA released this shit. They didn't release his plus minus. Well, Luka Doncic tonight had a plus minus of a negative 9 tonight. In the fourth quarter, he had a plus minus of a negative 10. So that means when he was out on the floor, the Dallas Mavericks would get they was losing, right? Kawhi Leonard tonight plus minus or plus 3. It was unbelievable tonight, right? It was unbelievable. He did everything elite tonight. The Clippers tonight shot 45% from the field, 38% for the three-point line, 67% from the free throw line as well. And I'm going to tell y'all something before I let people in here. I think the weight to me for Kawhi was an issue. It's like when I seen Kawhi tonight, it felt like he lost a lot of weight to me. I feel like he dropped off that necessary weight. I don't know if y'all seen the difference for me, but when I watched Kawhi Leonard play tonight, I didn't see him. He looks fresh. He looks active. Yeah, there's some shots that is short, but he's going to get, as the more games he played and the more minutes he's played, he's going to get his legs under him. But I looked at it like he looked like he lost like damn near like 20 pounds overnight. I don't know, but he just looked like he lost some weight. I don't know, but that man looked great tonight. He looked great. He looked elite. He looked like, to me tonight, Kawhi Leonard tonight played like the best player in the world. He played like the best player in the world. And he had 35 minutes tonight. Terrence Mann had 41. Terrence Mann was unbelievable tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds. He was a plus minus of plus 24. So he was great tonight. He was impactful on both ends. And he chipped away with a steal and assist too as well. So Kawhi Leonard's reads, his gravity, the way that he literally invites the double team. He's a willing passer. He makes the right decisions. He set his teammates up for the highest quality look. When he's on the floor, the Clippers are a better team. They're a better team offensively and defensively. We've seen it tonight. So all these casuals that sit there say, oh, it's all Kawhi Leonard fault. No, it's not. Niggas don't know nothing about the game. Great win tonight. We got the Denver Nuggets on Friday, but this felt good, man. To end a 6-game losing streak, Kawhi Leonard's 33 was just so much impactful. He could be like Luka and take damn near 22 shots, got to the free throw line 21 times, and maybe he would score 45. But Luka Doncic was not impactful. Real talk, nigga. Let's not do this shit, bro. Facts. Facts, LA. That man shot 75% from the 3-point. Man, 75% from the field. I got to stop this shit, bro. Real talk. Oh, Big Titan. Big Titan. Pay me my money, bro. Pay me my money, Big Titan, or you banned for everybody's platform, bro. Pay me my money, you broke bitch. Pay me my money. Real talk. Yeah, Charles Pace, because Kawhi is better than Luka. He's better. When healthy, Kawhi Leonard is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic. He's a better scorer. He's a more efficient scorer, right? He's a better defender. He's a better rebounder, right? Luka's a better playmaker than Kawhi. But Kawhi Leonard in his production in the playoffs, I trust him. Give me Kawhi because he's more clutcher than Luka, and that's a fact. Real talk. Let me get some people in here, man. Great win tonight. Great win. We need it. Big Titan, pay me my money, you broke bitch. You killed Mel O'Reilly, right? For not paying his bets, right? You call this man all types of the fuck niggas and shit. Pay me my money or the video will come out that you exposed in these YouTube streets. Because you in my city. I got some niggas down there that fine. I ain't gonna say it, but what I'm saying is that. Come on, bro. Real talk, bro. Yeah, his broke ass didn't pay, bro. Niggas don't pay their bets. And Mirror, man. great
baby.
win. What do you got on the win, bruh?
And finally, man. I mean, we finally got a win. Seems like Salud didn't mess it up this time.
Yeah, he got the lineups right. I ain't gonna lie. I give him his credit. He did get the lineups right, but it took him so long. That's why I sit there. I can't fully give Tyronn Lue credit because it took him so long to get the lineup right. Took him so long. Like, damn, you could have been did this shit against fucking against Denver. You could have did this shit against Boston. What took you so long?
He could have done this shit from the beginning of the season.
If this man Tyronn Lue would have did this shit earlier, we wouldn't even be on the 6-game losing streak. We wouldn't have dropped so far in goddamn rankings, bro.
We'd be a top 2 seed right now. But fuck, man, this guy, Tyronn Lue, stabbed us right in the foot, and now we got to climb the ladder. And hopefully, guys will help you to do that. You know what I mean?
Yep. But yeah, man, what you got on the game? What you got on the win?
It's a good win, man. It seems like we was bounced out there, man. Kawhi Leonard was going crazy, and Noah Powell played good. Actually, he played good tonight. Terrence, man, he was the key in the fourth quarter. You know, Absolutely. He was getting every steal, every block we needed. He was the finishing guy when it came offensively when we needed a bucket at the end of the fourth quarter, and defensively. He was making all the big plays in the fourth quarter to close out the game. And that's what we need. We need more defense in the closing minutes of the game. We can't just put out these 5-guard lineups, can't rebound, getting scored on. It's just not going to work. You can't close out a game like that, Tyronn Lue. Jesus, man. And we got to continually, if not start Terrence, man, we got to finish with him in the closing lineups. He's got to be in the game, man.
It was a pleasure to watch him. Kawhi destroyed him, man. He always played good against the Mavs for some reason. Like he always played elite. Like he always get his own shit. Like that's the one nigga. Like this narrative that Luka owns the Clippers. Like, bro, that gotta be the narrative. That gotta be the narrative of Kawhi. Kawhi owns the Mavericks. This man in the playoff series has been putting up impressive numbers. He averaged 35 in the bubble on 60-something true shooting percentage. Then against the playoffs last year, he averaged damn near 32, 33 on a true shooting of damn near 73, which is insane. And doing that by playing elite level defense, and he's on them. He's on them every time. Real talk. But you know, these 3-guard lineups, that was the issue. I mean, Tyronn Lue kept on playing it, and the day that he stopped playing it, the Clippers looked better. They looked completely different on both ends of the floor. Real talk. So, Matisse, man, what you got on this, man?
Man, Roker was the X factor. Roker was the X factor. He came in and he gave him energy. You know what I'm saying? He was a beast on the boards, and he scored when necessary. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing. It's like you said, like what took Tyronn Lue so long to play this dude? Like it don't make no sense. It's like, come on, Tyronn Lue. Like, what was your reasoning for keeping him on the bench for so long?
That's
you know
what I'm saying, bro.
And because he's not a scorer, but he does the intangibles. Like he gives you energy. He plays defense. You know what I'm saying? He get those live ball turnovers, which equals points. And then he can hit a 3. You know, he hit a 3 today.
He's a 40-point 3-point shooter that need to be on the court, especially when he's doing all them other things.
Facts.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. So here's my thing. I know, you know, the win was good tonight. Great. I think, you know what I'm saying, the energy that I think it was Kawhi Leonard because he's not a vocal leader, but he's a leader with his play. He's going to go out there and
he leads by his playing style. He got that impact where what he does on the court that motivates the players. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he brings that energy, and it's like his play speaks volume. So everybody feeds off of that. So my thing is that, okay, cool. Now once we're at a full healthy lineup, somebody's going to be the odd man out. And here's my thing, like I said on your last show, Marcus Morris needs to have a seat right next to Reggie Jackson.
Why you say that?
because what if Marcus Morris ain't scoring, and you know what, I'm gonna give Marcus Morris some credit tonight. He moved the ball, and that's the
Yeah.
other thing I
Oh
would
yeah,
like
that's a fact. He did because he had an open shot and he turned it down and he moved the ball. That's the
right,
thing about the Clippers. They're a different team when they actually move the ball. Like
right,
when we not turn over the ball and we actually move the ball and get a high percentage shot, that really unlocks the offense, bro.
right. And see,
Even Kawhi, when Kawhi invites the double team, he invites the double team. He passed out the double team. Everybody just swinging the ball and get a high percentage shot. If it's a Rocco 3, or if a Nick Batum corner 3, or is it Robert, or is it Terrence Mann, and he's driving to the basket when y'all swinging the ball to him out on the perimeter, it's still a high percentage shot because the ball is moving instead of guys just
right,
sitting there, just standing around there too as well. So
right,
we got to find a way to continue to move the
the
ball,
ball,
continue
right.
to get the momentum to lock this offense, bro. I don't like when it's all ISO prevalent. I don't like when
Yeah,
everybody just standing there and
Yeah.
Marcus Morris getting all his shot isolated. It makes
yeah,
the offense stagnant. It makes it so
right,
easy to read or read the offense like that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Facts.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, the ball did move today. I'll give him credit, and that was why the offense was so efficient, and everybody was feeding off that energy. Like when everybody's touching the ball, moving it, they feel a part. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're
Hey,
a
hold on,
part
hold
of the.
on, hold on, everybody. We got over 140 people here, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Get these likes up. Smash the like button, man. Go ahead, bro.
But you get everybody involved, and you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. The morale is high on the team. So you know what I'm saying. You don't got, like you said, you don't have people sitting around taking 5 or 6 seconds dribbling the ball and then jacking up fucking 45 footers and shit like that, demoralizing the goddamn the morale on the team. So like they played a good basketball game today, especially in the first half. It was damn near flawless. The third quarter, they kind of
Turnovers.
turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But like I said, when we're healthy, when Luke comes back and Paul George comes back,
Oh my God.
somebody's gonna be the odd man out, and I think that it should be
Morris.
Marcus Morris because he only gives you scoring. Like he
Yeah.
can't guard like Roku. He don't hit the boards. I mean, he is, but we'll see. We'll see if Teron Lue does the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he was listening to your your stream because he made the necessary moves. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? By starting Terrence Mann. Actually, I thought it should have been John Wall, but that was
Mm-hmm.
very that was very. I think he must have consulted with his coaching staff and be like, "Who do we start?" And
Yeah.
it was Terrence
Nah,
Mann.
it was the right decision. You saw his plus
Well, hold on, man.
minus.
Right.
Hold on. Terrence Mann has been great in the starting
Yeah.
lineup, bro. It just
Right.
yeah,
He
he
didn't have a
can't
point.
shoot.
He didn't have a point, but he fucking make sure the offense is being ran and make sure
Yeah.
basketball is
Ball
being played, bro.
movement,
You
defense,
can't put a number
rebounding,
on that.
woman,
You can't put a
hustle,
Right.
number on that.
energy. What else you need from him, man? That's what
Yeah,
we
you
need.
can't put a
Right.
number on that. Defense too. He getting over screens. I'm watching him. I'm like, okay,
Right. Right.
he's trying to make sure his man not beating him, and that's good
Exactly.
Right.
basketball. That's winning basketball. But Mook, I'm
Yeah.
gonna cook real quick if that's cool.
Go ahead.
Because I got to get in and out. I got a meeting in the morning, man. But hey, it's good to see. I'm a Lake fan, but it's good to see. Like I said, it's good to see Kawhi and your stars playing good basketball, bro. Like that shit is so refreshing to see, man. Like all that, like praying on a nigga downfall, not wanting to see greatness. All I hear is niggas come on here and talk about, 90s basketball so much better than today's basketball, and I agree to a certain extent. But what that means is going to be equilibrium across the league. You're going to have players that are actually going to be performing. You're going to have teams that's going to go on 3-game losing streaks, 4-game losing streaks. Then they're going to kick it back up. But what's going to matter is when it's time for the ball, the rubber to hit the wood in playoff time, are you and your team in position to be in the playoffs? And once you get in the playoffs, are you ready to play? And that's what it's going to come down to. And it's going to be a lot more of that. You can tell by how the league is going that it's going to be a lot more of that, man. But like I said, what I saw from Kawhi tonight, bro, it lets me know that I'm getting ready to see a good Western Conference final game. It ain't gonna be on no bullshit. These teams, you know what I'm saying? This person ain't ready, that person ain't ready. If the Clippers get it together, and like they obviously Ty Lue from his coaching get it together, and they're on the court and ready whenever the playoffs start, it's just gonna be a good playoffs, and I'm ready to see some good basketball all around.
Luka Golded, this is not his first 30-point game of the season, you lying ass nigga. And actually, for these Kawhi goddamn haters and shit. Do y'all know in games where Kawhi has played over 31 minutes this season, he's averaging 26.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals,
Exactly.
53% from the field,
Damn.
45%
from the
They don't know
3-point line
shit.
as well.
They listen to Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
They listen to motherfuckers on prime time. They listen to motherfuckers like Ticket, who I fuck with. Ticket know his shit, but Ticket do shit for clicks. And they listen to that shit and then they run with it. They don't know shit about basketball. If you know shit about basketball, you watch basketball tonight. There's no way you tell me
I don't like
Kawhi
talking
not
about
a top.
I don't like talking about other like
All right, I feel
keep
you
that
on
to
that.
yourself. Keep that to yourself, bro.
I feel what you're saying, but what I'm saying
I don't
is,
like talking about other platforms on my show, bro.
I hear what you. I hear what you're saying. I feel you. I got you. I'm just saying in general, they listen to shot jocks. I ain't saying no names. I'm just saying I feel like a lot of people shot jock. They listen to that shit and then they run with whatever narrative they feel they want to get behind. But if you know basketball, you know straight up that Kawhi on the court is going to be a top 5 player in the league, and it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that shit. Same way with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a top 5 player in the league when he on the court. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
So this guy said Kawhi. He sat there and said good game by Kawhi, but Giannis owned Kawhi. How Giannis owned Kawhi when we seen Kawhi Leonard, right? Head-to-head matchup, 101 individually. Kawhi Leonard undressed him, locked his ass down, bro. Stop the dumb shit, bro. In the head-to-head Eastern Conference Finals, Giannis MVP year, Kawhi Leonard walked them down and undressed them, bro. Stop.
But on that note, I gotta go. New, appreciate you having me, man. Hey, I'll hit you up. Hey, and before I leave, one more thing, bro. Big Titan, pay my fucking money to move, you bitch ass nigga. All right.
He said, "How much is Luka averaging with the trash team?" This is hold on. Now the narrative is Luka has a trash team. Luka does not have a trash team. Why do people say some dumb shit like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bro, stop acting like this man has a trash team. The thing is, you got to understand when the offense so heavily reliant on Luka to score and to play make for them, that literally takes the production of the other players they have on the court. It's a LeBron effect. Luka has this luxury where he's so great at everything offensive with the playmaking, with the rebounding, with the scoring, but that can be the detrimental of the downfall for what the Dallas Mavericks offense is, bro. Because they so heavily relying on Luka. They don't have no guy. They don't got another ball creator. They got guys that can shoot. They got guys that go out there and play. But it's so heavily predicated on Luka because he's not a great off-ball player. He's not. He don't have no valuable off-ball whatsoever. He has value on ball, which he can create for others, but he does not have no value he don't have no value like that, bro.
Same thing with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, you can only play one style of basketball.
Luka Doncic is what, top 2, top 3 in usage? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Stop acting like he ain't got guys like Tim Hardaway Jr., who's pretty productive as well. Guys like Christian Wood. Man, if you put
Spencer Dinwiddie,
like if you listen, let me ask you something. If you put Kawhi in that goddamn situation, I guarantee you will get the great production out of them goddamn players because Kawhi does not need the ball to be effective. He can play in every system, every scheme. He can play in everything. Luka, for the other thing, he has to be in a system where the ball has to be in his hands to create for others. And that's the thing that it takes away for, the players like that, bro. That's the reason why the Dallas Mavericks are a bad team when he's off the bench because they so used to Luka creating for their ass, and it is what it is, bro.
Right. And that's why it was when they got rid of what's my man's name who went
Jalen
to the Knicks?
Jalen
Brunson, it really hurt that team because he was the second creator when Luka was on the bench, and they could run the offense through him too. So when they got rid of Jalen, when he signed with the Knicks, that really hurt the Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it did, yeah.
Somebody said Luka played off ball in Europe and won an MVP playing off ball. Well, I'm talking about in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. So if he could do that in Europe, why can't he do it in the NBA? It's simple. He does not have no off ball value. And at the end of the day, we seen it. He played most of the fourth quarter, and the ball was in his hands, dominating the ball, and that had no impact whatsoever to win whatsoever. Right. DJ, what the business is, man. DJ, I can't hear you, bro. Kenny.
God damn.
You on mute, Kenny.
As soon as the Clippers win, everybody decides to not show up.
Yeah. It's quite funny. I mean, it's
Yup,
quite funny.
yup.
Cause niggas not impressed. The fuck? What
Hold on,
we
why you
impressed
not
about?
impressed, bitch?
Why we, bro? It's one game, my nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. The Clippers got 5 more home games. I expect them to go 4-1 or 5-0, bro. Like, yeah, they got the stretch y'all coming up. Y'all playing mediocre teams, bro. I expect y'all to at least go 4-1 at worst case scenario and 5-0 at best case scenario, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all supposed to be a championship team. Y'all hype over one win, my nigga, in the regular season. And then on top of that, look at y'all seeding, bro. Y'all should not be that low on the seeding, my nigga. Y'all was championship favorites coming into the season, bro. I get it, y'all struggling. You know, y'all injured players coming off injuries. You know, building chemistry. But some of y'all losses are inexcusable for just injuries, bro. And y'all blame Ty Lue, but you can't. Some of them losses you can't blame on Ty Lue. Not every single loss is on
Oh
Ty
my
Lue for.
God, Ken,
You
bro.
got to
No.
give the
Shut up,
players.
bro.
Hold on. Let him finish.
Damn, bro.
You listen. You can't coach effort, bro. Some nights the Clippers just ain't show effort on the defensive side of the ball, and that's their strength.
True. That's true.
And then some nights they just didn't hit shots. Like, that happens, bro. But
Mm-hmm.
that shouldn't affect your defensive effort, bro. And that's what happened in the Clippers when they wasn't hitting shots. They just wasn't playing defense. But good win tonight. I beat a good Dallas Maverick team. So good win tonight. But I want to see y'all keep this up, bro.
I believe that we're headed in the right
I
direction
agree with that,
because
but the thing is that
we alleviated.
stop
Go
doing
ahead.
that shit, Ken, because you was a hypocrite. As soon as your Nets lose, what you come here to do? Blame Jack Vaughn. Jack Vaughn should have did this. Jack Vaughn should have did that. But when I sit there and told you it's all about effort, you sit there and say you don't want to hear none of that. Stop blaming on the goddamn players, right? All last year, all you just did, Ken, all last year, you didn't give Kevin Durant no blame. You didn't give Kyrie no blame whatsoever. You sat there and blamed it on Steve Nash. You're a hypocrite, Ken. Right?
Because hold on, I would love to.
No. You're a hypocrite because you sit there and say it's not all on the coach. You got to teach effort. Where was the effort for the Brooklyn Nets in the first round, the team that you root for, when you sat there and blame it all on Steve Nash? Right? And when y'all lost to the goddamn Bulls, you blame it all on Jack Vaughn. When Jack Vaughn had literally turned your whole season around, nigga. You're a hypocrite. Period. Now go ahead, DJ, man. What you got on this, man? Great win tonight.
It was a good win, and it was a much needed win.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna hype this up as like a game momentum changing type of thing because, like, Ken's right. I want to see this.
You don't think this momentum changing?
Yeah, I think you can build off of it, but like if they build a winning streak as much as they had a losing streak, then I listen. I get it. You want to feel excited. I'm happy for this win too because one, you ended the 6-game losing streak, which you never should have been on in the first place. But to be honest, with this win this is actually our first win against a real contending team, like all season, bro. Like this is our first one. Now that's good because you finally got one, but it's bad that it took you 40 plus games to get one. Like. This effort tonight, it honestly was because Ty Lue was forced to play his wing small ball
Thank
because
you.
he didn't have Leonard. Reggie was already getting benched, so honestly, Reggie getting benched helped this team majorly without even knowing it. Zubac got 3 fouls 5 minutes into the
Hold on. So
game,
you saying
bro.
he was forced to do that?
He was forced to get his wings.
Oh shit!
It was just that he
Damn.
finally it was the only thing that made it work because like this is what the Clippers were voted to get. This is the reason why the Clippers were known and were chosen to go out there and get a ring this season and be a contender because of all the wing depth they have. To where Ty Lue is known for a coach that likes to go small, but when you have all those wings, you can do that and still win games. Tonight was the first time during the regular season where we saw a full game of full on wings, bro.
Wings. Yes,
Like
it was a difference maker. Do you see it offensively and defensively? And that's the thing. Like people want me.
Rocco, T-Man starting, bro.
Mm,
All these wings are the same ones that he would bench for
Right.
guys like John Wall and Reggie Jackson and Marcus Morris. Even Marcus Morris is a wing, but now he even looks like he's more serviceable because he's out there with full on wings. He's still a defensive liability, but he's tough. But when you put him out there with other solid defensive guys, you kind of hide that defensive weakness and you limit their opportunity to attack him. That's the part where people need to realize like this wing defense of the Clippers is the reason why they were chosen. But when Ty Lue wants to go small, and by small I mean going with 3 guard lineups or 4 guard lineups, and then thinking Zubac at the 5 or Rocco or Batum at the 5 is going to save it, it's not because you're giving the defense 4 easy opportunities to attack them and kick their butts. Norman Powell's not a good defender. He's okay, but he's not good. But if you put him out there,
He's pretty good off ball though.
off ball. Like tonight,
Yeah, on
we
ball
saw,
he ain't. On ball he ain't. Yeah.
like tonight we saw him out there with Kawhi, T-Man, Rocco, Batum. That was our best lineup out there, and they were killing on both sides of the ball. Both sides. That's all you really want. And it's honestly coming to the point to where it's like, okay, do you even need Reggie Jackson? Do you even need
No,
John Wall?
you don't need him.
Now you're talking about adding in Paul George and Luke Kennard back.
That sounds perfect right there. That sounds good right there.
But
I like
No,
that.
no, you gonna need John Wall. You gonna need John Wall. He puts so much pressure on a defense. You
Not
gonna
in the
need
starting
him.
lineup. Not in the
No,
starting
no, no,
lineup.
no,
No,
no. I
not
mean,
the starting lineup.
for
Yeah.
moments, yeah, I agree. But like for John Wall, he does a lot of stuff that he shouldn't do.
Hold on, DJ. These niggas want me to sit there and come here and give Tyronn Lue all some credit. Nigga, I'm not giving him no goddamn credit. What? Because he made a great rotation, great
Ty Lue is
for the
40
first
games
game.
late with the smartest
He should have
decision
been
ever.
did this shit. Like, what are we doing?
He
Yeah.
should have been
Like,
Should have
this.
been did this shit.
stop it, bro. Like, he should have been did it. If he would have did this shit earlier, we wouldn't have been in this predicament right now. We would have been on a suits game, losing street, and had to beat the Dallas Mavericks team to win.
I guarantee you, Mookie, if Ty Lue would have been smarter at the beginning of the season and realized, like, okay, these 3 guards lineup ain't shit. Let me stick to what is making this team a contender. Let me play my wings. I guarantee you, I fully believe this. The Clippers will be at the top, battling with Denver for the number 1 seed in the West.
I totally agree. I totally
I
agree.
agree.
And
I totally agree.
it's not me hyping them up because I'm a Clippers fan. It's just that I get it. You've had Kawhi out for a lot of games. You've had some injuries, but you still have a coach who even when your stars are out, he decides to go with his guards more than his wings. Even when Kawhi is out for games, Rocco and Amir will get DNPs. When
Right.
PG and Kawhi are out, T-Man will get like few minutes. Rocco will get DNPs again. It's like, why are you sitting the best players who honestly tonight, when they played, really smacked Ty Lue in the face saying, you dumb fucking nigga. You ever bench us again.
Yo,
With some
Mookie.
bummy ass dudes, you should get fired.
Somebody said because Tyronn Lue see himself in Reggie.
Yo,
Tyronn Lue
Mookie.
sees himself in a lot of these soft ass players.
Wait, hold on. Yo, Mookie.
What, bro?
Yo, Mookie. Y'all complain about Ty Lue, nigga. The Nets had him. We won a championship, nigga. Fuck out of here. That's not cap, nigga. Kyrie won a championship with Ty Lue already, nigga. The fuck out of here.
He had LeBron, bro.
He had LeBron.
Nigga, and we have KD, nigga. The
Yeah,
equalizer
that's
to
cool.
LeBron, nigga.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
y'all
equalizer to
don't
LeBron,
need
nigga.
y'all don't need him.
Fuck
Y'all
outta here.
already are a good team as it is, so y'all don't really need Ty Lue.
So why y'all niggas keep complaining about Ty Lue like he not a good coach, nigga?
We're not
Because
saying he's a good coach. Hold on.
It's his lineups.
We're not saying he's a good coach. We're not saying he's bad. We're just saying like he's a coach that takes too long for the obvious adjustments. You should not have gone 40 plus games into your season for a contender, like you said. You came at us saying how we're being too excited for a win tonight when we're contenders. Look at our seeding. Our seeding, you're right, because all that you're saying is right, but that's on not just the players, but it's on the coach for putting the players out there. The coach has all the power to bench who he wants and to play who he wants. When you're a coach and you think that it's best to send out when to send out 4 guards that are 6'3" and shorter against players that are 6'6", 6'5", 7 foot, 6'8", and 6'11", and think that that's going to do anything defensively, you're an idiot. And it took him 40 plus games to realize it. That's why I'm saying this is our first game this season. our very fucking first game this season where Ty Lue literally played all his wings besides Amir Coffey and besides Paul George and Luke because they were hurt. But he literally played all the wings tonight and won. Your small ball wasn't so tiny. That's the problem. The whole point, the only reason why they haven't gotten a real serviceable backup big and they're only sticking with Moses Brown just because is because they this whole plan was to go small and have Rocco or Batum be the 5 off the bench. That was the plan the entire fucking time. But Ty Lue has decided to go away from that.
So why did he deviate from the
J.
plan?
Cool said Tyronn Lue said he have a soft spot for point guards. That's why.
I honestly think Ty Lue went away from the plan because he's a clutch. Ty Lue signed with Clutch and John Wall's a Clutch agent. That's my problem. And plus, there are some players on this team that are very weak-minded, bro. Reggie Jackson is over there pouting because he's
like
not
a
getting
bitch.
DNPs.
Right, like a bitch.
Bro, Robert Covington was getting DNPs and he was still standing up and cheering. Now he's playing and he's got an impact. Reggie gets benched for 2 games and he's over there pouting, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I see that in his body language. Like Reggie, you got to understand that he's not impactful, bro. He's just not.
And we're not saying he's a bad player. It's just that for
he does not provide what we need. He don't provide what we need, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how to use him. That's the problem.
Tall. We need athletic. We need
guys.
Hold
on. Reggie Jackson is supposed to be our starting point guard. He's supposed to be our starting point guard, but for a starting point guard that can't defend and is way too inconsistent this season,
and he just do dumb shit.
You're gonna get fucked up. Your starting point guard, who's never been an all-star, should not be waving off your 2 stars to dribble down the shot clock and chuck up a fucking 3.
You know why?
By a 6-foot plus nigga.
Hold on. You know why he doing that? Because Kawhi and PG, they have been a lot consistently, bro. So that's
another issue.
That's why. Listen. His
role. It also falls on Kawhi and PG to step up and play more.
I told you Clay scored 29, Poole scored 27, and Steph scored 24, you would think they'll win. Yeah, they'll win. They lose?
Yeah, it was a close game though.
But what I'm saying is that I agree with what you say, DJ. You make some great points. All I'm saying is that Tyronn Lue needs to build off on this. He needs to build off this momentum. He needs to implement the same lineup. That's the thing. If he implement this same lineup, yes, we got to see when Paul George and Kawhi comes back. Paul George and Luka Kennard come back and see how that lineup goes. But these 3 guard lineups, I do not like to see it because when listen, he gonna have to make a decision. Like when we go to our bench, what lineup he has on the floor? It might be Paul George if he staggered the minutes. He might be on the floor. It's gonna probably be Terrence, not Terrence Mann, because Terrence Mann gonna be started, so he probably be at the bench. It's probably gonna be what I'm gonna say, John Wall, Norm. See, I don't like that, bro.
Look at. So from what people are saying, the lineup should be, after seeing how it's already gotten so much better because of Terrence Mann being at the point guard slot, bro. Our literally in just 2 games, our net rating and our defensive rating have gone up from what it was in the 6-game losing streak back to like middle of the pack. We were bottom 20 in both. Like he had such a serviceable jump. Ty Lue also did one more smart thing. He benched Mookie as well. Mookie's coming off the bench.
Mookie.
No, I'm sorry, Morris. Man, y'all got the same damn little nickname, Mookie, like shit.
Yeah.
But like, he's coming off the bench too. He started Batum in place of him.
No, he didn't. Marcus Moore started.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Right.
Yeah, Moore started.
Those didn't play. I'm stupid. My fault.
Yeah. Batum came off the bench. Yeah.
No. Batum started. Batum started.
Batum started. Rocco came off the bench. Rocco was off the bench.
Yeah.
Rocco, one of them came off the bench.
But
it was just funny because it's like you got all these players, bro. You have the depth, and honestly, the starting lineup, in my opinion, the rotation should be 10-man deep. It honestly should be man at the point, Kawhi, PG, Batum, and Zubac, and then off the bench, it has to be Luke, Norm, Rocco,
and Wall.
Rocco, Morris, and Musa. Wall and Reggie can get the scraps, in my opinion.
I don't think so. Nah,
You
not
have to
I know,
warm up.
I know.
you can't do that to Wall because he put so much pressure
He
on the
does.
defense. How you think he's gonna get these open shots?
I know, but
You
he
You have
kind of
to
understand
warm
what
up.
I'm saying?
Hold
yeah,
on. So
it's
tell me the
tough.
bench again. Tell me the bench again.
My bench would have been because right now we're about to be if in the next 7 games, if the Clippers don't sign Moses Brown for the rest of the season, we're not going to have a backup big. So honestly, if they don't bring back Moses, we're going to have no other 7-footer, and if Zubac gets hurt, we're screwed. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're not going to bring back Moses, at least bring up Musa. That way, your bench could be Luke Kennard, Norman Powell, Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, and Musa Diabete.
Man, I don't think I understand you love Moots. You got picked him, but I don't think he's ready, bro. I mean,
I know.
I would still sign him, but I don't think he's gonna be in the lineup, bro.
I just don't know any other better options out there. I mean, maybe Hassan Whiteside.
I I I,
Yeah,
I
that
would
works.
I would say coming off the bench, and like I said, I'm firm on this. I think that Mook, that's his name. That's Marcus Morris' nickname, Mook. I think him and Reggie Jackson should be holding hands on that goddamn bench. I think they should be holding hands on that bench. So my point guard would be John Wall, and I would go with Powell and Luke Kennard, and I would go with Covington, and I would go with who else would I and uh, uh, Batum. And I would go with Batum. I would go with
Hey,
that.
hold on. We got over 200 people in here. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Get these likes up, man. Real talk.
Like and subscribe, y'all.
Somebody said this Luka goated guy's trolling, man. He bad because his team lost. What I'm saying is that speaking of the rotations, right? I just love the way that we played on it as a team. We barely turned over the ball. I think in the first half, if we look at the turnovers, if we look at the first half, I would think we only turned the ball over, I believe, 2 times in the first half, which is pretty impressive. And also we were just getting boards, getting rebounds. We moved the basketball, even when we at times where we did double Luka, you know what I'm saying? And Luka was making right reads out of the double team. We still were rotating. We still was a contest. Even though Dallas got to the free throw line pretty impressively, I love the effort. I love us closing out the shooters, us rotating. It's very very rare if it's us over helping at times and then leaving a shooter wide open. We did a great job in covering that as well. So I think just the overall game plan was right. We executed tonight because usually when we double Luka and Luka make or swing it out to a shooter, we will overhelp and then we'll leave a shooter wide open without closing out, without contesting his shots. So we did a great job in doing that. So we got to continue to build off of this, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get a practice in. I hope Paul George and guys come back and get a good win against the Denver Nuggets, man. We got to get our get back, athletes, especially for us, especially for them embarrassing us last Thursday on national television. So we got to play better. We got to play better.
All right. I ain't gonna lie, man. What I was gonna say, yeah, all right. The Clippers, I think they could do good. I think they could get a hot stretch coming up a little bit. But we gotta see Paul George, Kawhi play for at least a 20-game stretch, a whole month together. Like Kawhi come in, Paul George out, Paul George come in, Kawhi out like that. That fucks up your chemistry, bro. Because the role players they role keep changing every night when Kawhi and PG not in the lineup for a long stretch. Now I'm not saying I can't win games, but y'all want to at some point start building chemistry, bro. Because the playoffs is coming up. It's not as far, but it's also coming up. Like
I agree, but I think I agree with you, Ken. I agree with your point, and that's why I said we got to. Somebody said nigga sound like he got shot in his throat. Man, y'all crazy in the comment section. But what I'm saying is this, Ken. I agree with that. I mean, we do got to get a consistent lineup. Guys got to continue to play. You want everybody healthy going the second half of the season. We got to get chemistry, but it's a little too early. I mean, I believe in the second half. That's where you want to have guys playing more back to backs, playing with a consistent lineup, playing your best basketball in the second half.
I mean, is this not the second half of the season, January?
No, I say the second half of the season is right after All-Star break.
All right.
So we got to do that. We got to continue to do that, and once we do that, we're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So
I also want to say something else though. If the Clippers lose, I don't want to fucking hear Ty lose the reason, bro. Don't
Hey,
fucking blame Ty Lue, nigga.
no, hold on.
This
Actually,
man,
Mookie,
Ken,
check
shut
the
the
group
fuck
chat.
up.
Mookie, check the group chat, bro.
Ken,
There's
you a
actually a
troll,
tweet.
bro. You a troll, bro.
No, Mookie,
You a
check the
troll.
group chat I
Who the
sent
fuck
you on
you think
Twitter,
you
bro.
talking? You a
Don't
troll.
fucking
From
blame
Joey
Ty
Lou,
Lue,
bro.
You a
nigga.
troll.
Tell that
Stop
nigga
blaming.
Kawhi, man. The
Stop
fuck
blaming.
up.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Who the reason why y'all lost against the fucking Celtics? Then, nigga.
Wait, the playoffs?
Yes.
KD, nigga.
You a lying ass nigga. You said fuck man, nigga. You sat there and blame fucking Steve Nash. You lying ass nigga. Shut up. Shut up.
Nigga, it was his fault too, nigga.
Bro. You sat there and blamed Steve Nash all last year, Ken. You are a hypocrite. You blame Jack Vaughn on why the reason why y'all lost against the Bulls. You're a hypocrite. Shut up, Ken. And stop blaming the fucking coach like you sat there and say, you dumb fuck. See, at least we got conductive reasons why we blame the coach. You ain't got no reasons. Talking about, he overplayed Royce Neal and shit. Man, shut up, bro. You don't know what the hell you talking about. He said, I asked Tyronn Lue if there's any chance Clippers go away from both of their traditional point guards. Tyronn said in the verbatim, I said, I prefer to keep one of them in. I was a point guard, so I got a soft spot for point guards. I know y'all love wings. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh, my God. Slap
so
this
he
guy.
did this shit off of his own emotions, bro.
Yes, nigga.
This nigga, bro. And you told me why the fuck I didn't blame. And this dumb snotty old nigga can't talk more. I ain't got a reason to blame Tyronn Lue. This nigga sat there and said, I got a soft spot for the goddamn point guards, nigga. So he was doing this shit on purpose. Man, this
why
nigga
you
idiot.
why you think he went
This
small ball
nigga's
so
an idiot,
much?
bro. This
He
nigga's
loves
an
his
idiot.
point guards.
Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. And this is the reason why I cook his ass, bro. Because this nigga talking about I got a soft spot for the point guards. He basically sitting there saying that I you know what I'm saying, I got favoritism to guys like the point guards that should be in the lineup. So that's why you do this 3-guard point guard rotate. Man, this is why I cook this, man. This is why I cook this, man. And man, what you got on this, man? No wonder why he did this shit, man.
Yeah, she crazy. No wonder Kawhi Leonard called him out, man. Swear to God.
Man. And y'all wonder why we blame Tyronn Lue. Because he does dumb shit like this,
bro. People were joking about how Reggie Jackson must be having sex with Ty Lue. But like now you know he does have a soft spot. And this is why. We were joking about it, but he really did have a soft spot for him, and this is why. Like,
oh man, he really did, bro. Like we sat there and said this man had this Doc Rivers. You know how Doc Rivers love Lou Williams, love Mantra. Said that's the same shit for goddamn Tyronn Lue.
He plays Reggie and Morris 30+ minutes before he started benching Reggie. He got like 20+ minutes every night. Sometimes 25+. Like it was crazy. And we were always wondering why he was having a poor game offensively because he didn't bring nothing defensively. But yet he kept getting those minutes. But now you know why. Ty Lue is literally trying to right the wrongs in his past in the present by helping out these point guards. But he doesn't realize the game has changed from then now, bro.
It's changed.
Like
you need more bigger wings to have an impact on the game.
The game has changed to where it's positionless, bro. Like you can put a freaking small forward at the point and be okay as long as you have a Jokic or James Harden shooting guard playmaking. Like that's literally it. It's positionless basketball now. So the traditional point guards don't really have a tradition. They don't really matter.
Mm-hmm. Yo, do y'all think Kawhi gonna be healthy over a 20 game stretch this season? Where he played back to back and he don't miss any games?
Man.
Fuck. Let me see. Tonight was like his third best game or second best game?
Hey, let me I say this is his best game.
This is his best game. Yeah.
On both ends.
His second best game, I would say, was against Boston, but they lost that one, but it was still a good one.
No, they won that game. They won that one.
Didn't we lose to Boston?
The first game.
No, you're right.
The first one.
You're right. We won that one.
Scored 25 points and went
that was a better game, the first one.
Yeah, that one. So I think this one will be his second best because it actually against real.
Hey, let me ask you something. Right. Did you see the game? I don't know what y'all seen, but it looked like Kawhi lost some weight, bro. I don't know.
Oh shit! Everybody's saying that he did. It's his thighs.
It's conditioning. It's conditioning.
Right.
Yeah, bro. He looks like he lost a lot of weight, bro.
He's getting
a better game shape. Yeah, right. He's getting a better game shape. Right.
It's conditioning, Mookie. It's all it is. He's just got conditioning himself going into the playoffs.
It's just conditioning.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm glad he's getting his conditioning under him.
Because
You
he
know what I'm
looks
saying?
faster. He looks
He
pretty
looked faster. He looked faster tonight. He looked faster getting to his spots. I mean, there's some shots that went short and stuff, but that's typical Kawhi. But he looked pretty good, man. He looked pretty good out there. He was impactful. He was the best player on the floor tonight. He really was.
If Kawhi can keep playing more consistent games, like I get he sits out for one game, but if he sits out for one game, he's got to play the next 5.
Yeah.
And then if he sits out one more, he got to play the other ones. Like I'm okay with constantly keeping him, getting him some rest days, but like in the next schedule,
That's cheating, bro.
Huh?
That's cheating. No other player doing that shit.
I know, but look,
you telling me nobody's not low manager, bro?
No, nigga, that's cheating.
You a lying ass nigga.
That's cheating, bro.
But look at to be honest,
that's what your nigga.
No, bro. Name me one. Hold on. Let me cook all y'all niggas. Name me one player that's doing that.
Wait, hold on.
He did
no, he's not, nigga. He hurt. KD is hurt.
He did that shit when he went to Golden State, nigga.
No, he didn't, nigga. Stop lying, nigga. Stop capping.
Kawhi may not
KD
have
ain't
to
do that bullshit, nigga.
Kawhi may not have to do the load management in the second half of the season because all of our back-to-backs are about to be done before All-Star break. So that means during the second half of the season, after All-Star break, all those games that we have left, they're so spaced out, bro. Like he could play all those games and not even have to worry about it. So like he could play consistent games. So the schedule is favorable in spacing and rest time to where he okay, you can play like this game, rest the 3 days that you're off, and then come back and play that game and not even worry about it.
So do you guys think that they still need to make a move?
There's nothing
I need a backup
wrong with always
big,
improving.
Backup big. That's all we need. Honestly.
I need a backup big or a power forward, bro.
Yeah.
But we got a bunch of wings. So you need to bring another
I
wing
want a
in?
backup big. I want a backup
big. We need
Yo,
a backup
now they say they don't like Hartenstein over there in New York. They say he's garbage while he's on the team.
Man,
I mean, I wouldn't mind him back.
I'm bringing Hartenstein back in a minute.
I would take him back, yeah.
Hartenstein, Terrence Mann, and Luke Kennard had a connection that was so beautiful last season, bro. I honestly was annoyed that we lost him. But if they bring him back, that connection is still going to be there. Because the one thing that made Hartenstein so loved over here was that he was a big man that could space the floor occasionally, but he could also make some damn good passes. Like, that's what made Luke Kennard so good last season, and that's what made Terrence off the ball such a threat. Like, he's actually one of the biggest reasons why this team was top 10 defensively still, because he was actually one of the best backup bigs last season. He was putting up career highs in defensive numbers. I'm like, this nigga came to the Clippers and instantly took a leap. So I honestly knew it wasn't going to fucking work in New York. He just went over there to get his bag because players like Hartenstein won't ever get that type of money again. And it's kind of looking like it may not happen anymore.
Is Kawhi? Is Kawhi is he a top 5 player in this league when healthy?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
crazy. Yes.
I can't believe you asked that dumbass question.
No, because I can listen. I can name 5 players over him right now.
Name me 5.
Well, no, you said right now because Kawhi.
No. I meant healthy.
Oh, when they're healthy. Oh, okay.
All right. No order. Jokic, Giannis.
No, Jokic ain't better.
I'm not. Let me finish. Jokic, Giannis, KD, Curry.
Giannis ain't better.
Curry
KD ain't
Luka.
better.
KD,
I give you Curry, but go ahead.
That's fine. I said Jokic.
I disagree with that. Jokic ain't better.
Curry, KD.
Giannis ain't better.
Who's the fifth one?
I would give you Curry, and that's about it, bro.
And Luka.
No,
ain't
hell
better,
nah. Not on both ends of the floor, bro. We talking about both ends of the floor, like best player. Like hell nah. Luka don't play defense to sell. Luka don't play no defense to save his life.
If he's trolling, it's funny, but I understand.
Yeah, he just trolling right now, bro.
I understand Giannis. I understand KD.
So if he's why nobody talk about him in the MVP, bro? If he's like
because he barely played games. That's why
he don't play enough games to put himself in there. But whenever Kawhi does play during the playoffs, that's when he's like,
y'all know. Like I said, do you know when Kawhi plays over 31 minutes this season, he's averaging 26.5 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 54% shooting, 40% shooting from the 3-point line.
Oh, he had
Man,
4
stop him.
steals tonight too. So we're getting back to his defensive self as
Oh yeah,
well.
4 steals.
Yeah,
Oh
4
shit.
steals, playing the
Damn.
pass lane, switching. He divides the double team. He's a great player. He's a great pass out the double team. I
Right.
mean, this
So is
man is
KD.
switching.
His basketball
Man, KD's a
IQ
turnover
is
machine in the
man.
post, man.
Here you
Stop.
go lying again.
He's a turnover
Man,
machine in the post.
So is
hey, look,
Kawhi,
I
nigga.
ain't gonna say nothing negative about those top 5 players because they all carrying their teams and doing their shit. Curry's
Exactly,
out,
I
nigga.
mean, that's
but
cool.
Golden
That's
State's
cool. But
good.
And you got to
I
give
mean,
KD
that's
leadership
cool.
more credit. He been
Hey,
leading the
hold on.
Nets.
I'll give KD his flowers because Brooklyn's over
Leadership
there.
flowers. He
Flowers
been
for
Bro,
leading.
what?
no,
What
because
has he
look at
done outside of
after
Golden
that
State?
Nash firing, bro, y'all took a major leap and y'all actually showing
I
y'all
mean,
team right now.
but let me ask you something. Outside of Golden State, what has KD done to you?
Wait, what do you mean done to me or done for me?
No, I'm saying don't like what has he done
What has he done?
outside of Golden State?
He hasn't. He, to be honest, I can't really say he's done anything outside of Golden State because I don't think anybody's going to be doing anything outside of what Golden State did. Like you had multiple.
No, I'm saying with Brooklyn. Like what he done with
What
Brooklyn?
has Kawhi done outside Toronto?
I mean, he
What?
hasn't won anything, but the same thing.
Same
He
thing,
won
Remember,
with the
KD, nigga.
the
Spurs.
The
thing, the
fuck?
thing that hold on,
He
but here's the thing: KD rode the bus. He rode that bitch. We
Okay,
all
and
know Steph Curry.
Kawhi was a role player,
Uh,
San Antonio.
no, he was not. No, he
Yes,
was
he
not,
was,
bro.
What?
nigga.
Oh wait,
Yes, he
no. In the
was,
beginning,
nigga.
in the
That's a
beginning,
lie.
yes. In the beginning, he was.
In the beginning, but in the later parts, he wasn't. So stop that shit, bro. All I'm saying,
When he
hold on,
got his first Finals MVP, that's when he kind of woke
yeah,
up, and
yeah,
then when he came back,
but
they got
hold on.
that second round
But what I'm
against him.
saying is this, Ken. Your man KD joined the most unstoppable team in the NBA, a 73-9 Golden State Warriors team, the same team that walked his ass down, right? And since he left that team, I mean, what has he really been doing in Brooklyn? Like, that's the question you got to ask before you sit there and call this man the best. Because there's guys that have been more impactful and their overall style of production has led to winning championships than Kevin Durant. We understand we understand he's playing MVP basketball right now. And if you want to say right now he's better, absolutely. But in the playoffs, man, I got a guy that's elite on both ends of the floor. Production off the roof.
Hey, Mookie, hold on a second now. To be honest, KD been cooking defensively this season too.
He has been stepping up, but I don't think that's
Brooklyn
sustainable.
defense is not.
I don't think that's sustainable in the playoffs, but I don't think that's sustainable in the long haul. Yeah, he's playing great defense right now, but I don't think that's sustainable. I mean,
I
we
think
see
because he
KD.
has the help. He actually has some real defensive help out there. Like he picked up Royce O'Neal. They lost Bruce Brown, which sucked, but they picked up Ben Simmons. They got Royce O'Neal. They got Nicholas Claxton. A lot of those guys are buying into the defensive side of the ball, and it looks
Yo,
good.
KD can't sustain that, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
No, he can't.
Yes, he can, nigga.
No, he can't. No,
That
he
old
can't.
no, that old knee nigga Kawhi can't sustain his defense, nigga. Get the fuck out of here,
Shut up,
nigga.
bro.
Fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
You just be
KD gonna
talking,
sustain it.
bro.
Watch,
You
nigga.
just
He
be
gonna lock
talking.
down that bitch ass nigga Tatum, nigga. Watch, nigga. He gonna
He
lock
said,
that bitch
"Luka, go
ass
to. Are
nigga
you on
down.
meth with these?"
Yo, y'all
Yeah,
lucky.
this guy
Listen,
Luka Gold is
y'all
just
lucky KD
insane.
got hurt, bro. Huh? You would have been smoking the Tatum tomorrow.
No,
Tatum
y'all
Ain't he
was
out
would it.
for
tomorrow.
2
No, y'all
weeks?
would it.
Yes, he would, nigga.
Is
No,
he out
y'all
for
would
2
it.
weeks?
Nigga Mookie be tripping.
Nigga, and y'all don't even play no more. Y'all play on Thursday, nigga. Get your days
Today
right.
Wednesday, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Oh yeah. Y'all do play tomorrow. That's gonna be an easy L, nigga.
Nah, nigga. We finna smoke them. We at
Put it
home,
in your
nigga.
pipe and smoke it, nigga. That's an
We
L,
at
fuck,
home,
nigga.
nigga.
That's
Fuck
an
is
L, fuck,
we
nigga.
at
That's an
home,
L,
nigga.
man. That's an
Oh,
L,
hey,
man.
only way I
We at
see y'all
home,
winning
nigga.
that game is
Go
if
see
Ben
cat.
Simmons wakes up, bro.
Bro, the Nets are not better than Boston. Let's not do
Oh,
this
here he
shit.
go hating again. Yo, this nigga's a
They're
No,
not
hater,
no, no.
bro.
better.
He
It's
hate
like
with
they're not
Look it.
better, bro.
Hold on,
Boston's top
he
team,
be
man.
hating,
Hey,
bro.
Ken, I want to ask you a question. Do you think there's another level that Brooklyn can take in their game if Ben Simmons turns back into Ben Simmons of old, to where he's like a monster on both ends of the floor?
I think defensively we could take it to another level. Offensively, yeah, if we hitting shots, obviously we're a dangerous team. Any team in the NBA is dangerous when they hitting shots. But I think defensively we could take it to another level. Like I
Because
think I think we could be top 5 in defense. Because
because
Claxton,
I know Ben
he's a
Simmons.
runner up for defensive player of the year, in my opinion.
I know Ben Simmons when he got his All Stars, he was considered like another LeBron just without the jump shot. So I'm like, if that dude is aggressive again, bro, and you're out there with AD and Kyrie spacing the floor, and you got a playmaker like him, and he's 7 feet, you honestly can just keep feeding Ben inside and make it easy to the where like they gotta try and double team him. I've already picked Brooklyn to come out the East because I'm like, if Ben Simmons goes back to Ben Simmons of old, they're gonna be a fucking problem. That's just the way I see it. I know Boston's got their big three over there with Brown, Tatum, and Smart. I know Philadelphia, but those like shit. They got so much height over there in Brooklyn. I would love to see Brooklyn come out of the East right now, bro.
Yeah, Mookie does it though.
They're,
Mookie's
they're
way
not they're
Boston
not
better
coming
than
out the
us.
East.
Look, see, here he
I
go
don't know
again.
about that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
That
not.
bullshit.
listen. I'm telling you, bro. Boston's been more consistent. They're
Bro,
a better
Boston is
team on
not
both
better
ends of
than us,
the floor.
bro.
They got a stretch big, and they got pretty good athletic guards that can spot up, shoot the three, play make. They one of the best offense in the league. They do a great job in making a skip pass to the corner, making the right reads. You got two elite wings and Jaylen Brown and Jason
They're
Tatum.
not elite.
Who's two
Stop it.
way.
They're good.
Hey,
So we get a stop,
hey
and they can
Mookie.
score from all three levels. Bro, it's easy, Boston. Boston is a matchup problem for
Hey,
a
real
team like
quick
the
though.
Nets, and the Nets can't just beat them. They can't beat them, bro.
Real quick though. Be careful though, because it sounds like Brooklyn could be going for John Collins, bro.
I don't want that nigga on my team, bro.
Man, talking
Nick,
about another lob threat, another a 6
nah, because
lob.
we don't need that. We need a big off the bench to rebound, bro. And here's the thing: is Collins gonna be willing to come off the bench because he's not starting over Ben Simmons and he's not starting over Claxton?
No,
So
you're in my opinion, your starting lineup if you get John Collins should be Ben, Kyrie, KD, Collins, and Claxton. Because Collins can space the floor too. Don't sleep on him for sleeping the point. Oh,
so hold on. So you wanna?
man? If
Now here's
y'all
the
get
thing.
Collins, I already got y'all winning it all over everybody, in my opinion.
Here's the thing with that Collins thing though. We take out Ben Simmons and he guards the other team's best player. Is Collins gonna do that?
Huh?
He
Is
won't
Collins
need
gonna
to.
guard the other team best player?
He won't need to. You can always switch it off between him, KD. Well, Collins can hold
Why
his
would
own.
you hold on, bro? The point of getting Ben was to make KD rest on defense. So why would we put Collins to make KD guard? See,
Because
this is
now
why we lost versus
it's not
Milwaukee.
about trying to take away the you are helping KD because now you're making it to where Ben Simmons can guard the best player or
How if
Collins.
he's on the bench though?
No, I'm man. If there's a lineup where you throw out Kyrie, Ben Simmons, Collins, KD, and like Yuta Watanabe, man, or Steph Curry, man, fuck that. I ain't
I'm
stopping.
telling you, Boston can't fuck with that, bro. Mookie don't see that shit yet, but he gonna see it soon. He don't see it yet, but he gonna
Just
see
stick
it
to
soon,
one
bro.
Collins.
Like Mookie haven't seen both teams play each other fully healthy. He only seen us when we didn't have Ben in Utah. They didn't have Marcus Smart and Rob Williams.
Wait till the second half of the season. That's when you'll start seeing everybody be more healthy. That's when.
Exactly, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. They keep saying Boston and matchup problem. So we not a matchup problem for Boston? Like, come on now.
Because the biggest thing for Brooklyn is that you guys have players that can't really be guarded. Kyrie can't be guarded. KD can't be guarded. And it could be a third one if Ben Simmons, again, if Ben Simmons goes back to All-Star Ben, then you're going to make it even harder and you're going to space the floor up even more because now you're talking about a truck, running inside, rim pressure, drawing fouls, etc., making plays. Y'all got another level to go up there, in my opinion. But a lot of teams do. That's the fun part. A lot of these teams are contenders or have another level they can reach.
DJ, do you think Kawhi Leonard owns the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic?
Yeah, because Luka hasn't beaten them in obvious, clear moments. In the moments that mattered the most, I get it's the regular season and it's a cool game, so it's fun. But in the playoffs, when they've matched up, Kawhi has won all those matchups and has sent Luka home. So, yeah, the way you can own a team is when you're beating them in the bigger moments.
Not just put up stats and lose.
Like,
I
Kawhi,
agree with that.
I want to talk about being like battling against the best player on the court, scoring wise, you can always say that's Luka because no one else can do what Luka can do. But if you're talking about all around better player on both ends, it's Kawhi because Luka's not getting 4 steals, 2 blocks, 9. He can get his 9 rebounds, he can get his plus assists, he can get his 40 points. But like stopping somebody, not becoming a defensive liability, the reason that the Clippers beat the Mavs so much is that Luka was a defensive liability. Why do you think Kawhi and PG attacked them so much every time? Kawhi called for those switches multiple times when there was in Mavs versus Cavs. Mavs versus Clippers in the playoffs 2 seasons ago.
Kawhi don't fear Luka, man. Kawhi wants to switch on that nigga.
Wait,
Kawhi fear nobody.
Luka has to get like 3 or 4 or 5 picks to get on him, bro.
Like, that nigga don't fear nobody.
Like, come on, bro. Let's not do this. Sir.
yo, Mookie.
Yo, what's up?
So you think Joe Mazzulla could outcoach Jock Vaughn in a 7-game series?
Who?
Because you keep ignoring this too. I just realized it. You was talking about last year when
Zach Vaughn, bro. Both coaches are not proven, but the talent. I think,
but it's gonna come down to coaching though.
Make the right adjustment when need to be made. Then I do Jack Vaughn, right?
Oh, so you say you trust Jock Vaughn, right?
No, I trust Joe Mazzulla.
Oh my! So you trust Joe Mazzulla, unproven head coach?
What is Jack Vaughn?
He been.
He's an unproven head coach.
You're right. But so both is unproven, but you trust somebody who's unproven. Like that makes.
But who has
sense.
the edge in talent, and who has the edge? Who's a better team? It's the Boston Celtics, bro.
It don't always come to that. It doesn't always come down to that,
bro. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Boston is a great team on both ends of the floor. You got a stretch in and out of. You got the defensive player of the year, and one of the defensive player of the years is Robert Covington. You also got
Robert Covington,
guys like Marcus Smart, who's a great guy, who can play the pass, like get it, who could be physical and disrupt the opposing team offense. And he's a pretty good playmaker as well, and can space the floor out. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 3-level scorer who can also defend. So they literally forcing Kevin Durant to defend him, which Kevin Durant can't defend Jason Tatum.
Simmons is going to guard Tatum. What are you talking about?
When they double Kevin Durant, he's a turnover machine.
The same thing with Tatum.
A fucking trap, a simple trap. The man got butterfingers. He turned over the goddamn ball.
Listen. A simple health defense. A simple health defense on Tatum. We see him turn over the ball.
He's horrible. He don't know what to do. He telegraphs his pass. They get in transition. Man, stop it, bro.
So we haven't seen Tatum struggle.
I don't even know if y'all better than Philly, nigga. Let's be real. I don't know if y'all better than Philly.
Yo, this nigga is crazy, bro. So
tell me why y'all better than Philly.
We have a better defense. We have a better offense.
How?
We have a better coach. We have a better coach.
How? When they top four,
we have a better coach.
Defensive rating. Where y'all rank?
And defensive rating? Let me see.
They're like top 5, aren't they?
The Nets ain't top 5. Hell no.
Oh, not the Nets. I'm sorry. I thought you meant Brooklyn. I'm stupid. I mean Boston. Stupid.
No, I'm talking about Philly. Where Philly rank?
We fifth. We fifth in defensive rating.
Where Philly rank?
3rd.
Yeah, they're a better defensive team.
Okay.
And they got a stoppable big who's a real protector under the basket.
Okay, but you gotta understand. Hold on. You gotta put context. You gotta put context with our defense, though.
Embiid is a matchup problem for anybody. Y'all gotta have nobody guarded. Class can get his ass bully in the paint.
Mookie.
Man,
you gotta put context.
Y'all not better than Philly.
Listen. You gotta put context.
Then they beat your ass. I understand it's one game, but then they beat your ass without Embiid, Max, and your heart. Man, stop it, bro.
Bro, hold on.
And that little Philly collection of talent. Philly collection of talent, guys like Shake Milton, guys like Tobias Harris, Niang, all them guys. You got them guys coming off the bench and also who can spot up and shoot, who can defend. The thing about Philly is they can score the ball, but the thing is they have upped it defensively. And I don't know if the Nets are better than Philly, bro. Y'all not better than Philly. I'm sorry.
So we're not better than Philly and Bucks. So who we better than? Who we better than?
Y'all might be slightly better than the Bucks. I'll give you that. Y'all better than Cleveland, obviously. But y'all better than them teams. But Philly and the Boston Celtics, nah.
So you trust Harden in a playoff series over Kyrie Irving?
I trust the collection of talent and team.
Nah, it's not gonna come down to that versus Philly, bro. Philly don't have no collection of talent. They have one player in the
trust Ben Simmons. You trust Ben Simmons.
I trust his defense on Harden. He gonna clock that shit up.
So what teams foul Ben Simmons and force him to shoot from the free throw line? You really trust that nigga?
So hold on. So you talking about this? So why we listen? Why we didn't see the scheme this whole season?
Huh?
Why we didn't see teams throw this shit out of us this whole season?
Because playoff basketball it slows down in the playoffs. When teams slow down in basketball when it be more physical, it'd be a half court game. and they force Ben Simmons to use his own skill sets when teams back up and shade up with KD and Kyrie, which they're gonna do. Which y'all haven't seen that defense, but teams when they get the scout, y'all they're gonna see that when you double KD and Kyrie, load up on them, and you force guys like Ben Simmons to make the right play, he can't do it in the playoffs. Ben Simmons will be unplayable in the playoffs. Mark my words. Real talk. Defensively, I love what he gets you, but the half court offensively, he's inconsistent. He's mid offensively, bro. He's mid.
Well, he hasn't been hurting our offense. He has actually been helping it this season. So you
Well, that's how much. How well he been contributing to y'all offensively? Do you think?
he been pushing the pace and been getting us easy baskets. Our offensive rating is like 120 with him on the floor. With him off the floor is like 114 or something like. So our offensive rating been just as good when Harden was on the team. Our offensive rating is up there when he's on the floor. So
Y'all gotta still y'all not using Ben Simmons properly, in my opinion. Y'all not actually using him to his fullest. And that's kind of the part where it's like you guys have another. That's what I mean when you guys have another level. Ben Simmons can be that player to where like he can become a third star and instantly look like the best point guard out there in the league. But he honestly has all the help to do
but
so.
that's his fault though, bro. He got to play like it.
Reality wise,
We
he's
can't
looking good.
like he has everything around him, bro. Ben Simmons have to go play like it. We can't like keep saying, "Oh, bro, Ben, you gotta do." No, bro. He knows what he gotta do. We can't just keep saying, "Oh, Ben, you gotta play better, bro." Ben Simmons know what the fuck he got to go to the free throw line. He got to make his free throws. Like that's the thing about Clocks. If it wasn't for Clocks, I think we would have been struggling defensively and offensively a little bit. Cause Clocks, he aggressive. He go to the free throw line. He airballs free throws. He still keep going to the free throw line and still keep not scared of the free throw line and not scared to knock down his free throws. Ben, on the other hand, Ben sometimes like, yo, bro, you're right on the basket. Like, just go up and get fouled. Like, he don't. Sometimes he don't want to get fouled, or sometimes he's not consistent enough for me offensively, which I think it won't hurt us, but it won't help us. For right now, it hasn't hurt us, but it won't help us in the long run because we need somebody to get to the free throw line when teams gonna load up.
BJ, to all these niggas that sat there and said Kawhi don't like playing games and he don't want to play. It's what Kawhi Leonard had to say after the game about the minute restriction, how it's frustrating. But he said Kawhi Leonard on his minutes restriction this year. He said when it's a minute restriction, it's frustrating because I'm not going in there jacking up shots. I'm trying to play team basketball. It's frustrating. We're losing games at this point from minute restriction. What you think about that, BJ? DJ.
Honestly,
He
it's
said we're losing games at that point from minute restrictions.
so honestly, it's not wrong because Kenny on TNT said it best when we got blown out by the Nuggets. Like our stars aren't playing enough, and that's another reason why our role players don't really know their roles anymore, or don't know which role to play. Because last season we all saw them have to take a different role when the stars were out. Now the stars are back, but they're also in and out. It's too much confusion. They need some consistency in order to get up there, not just for the role players, but for the stars especially. Like you said it earlier in the stat, when Kawhi played 31 plus minutes, he's been averaging 26 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
We need that more, and until the I honestly think we won't get. I think everybody's going to be on minutes restriction until the start of the second half of the season. So until then, we're going to be seeing Kawhi getting a lot of minute restrictions and not playing a lot of heavy minutes. But when they lift that for him, that's when you can see a lot more consistency. Because again, the second half of the schedule is favorable for the Clippers, spacing wise. Matchup wise, you have a tough remaining schedule. Like you're facing a lot of the contenders, but you're spaced out, so you have a lot more rest days, while other teams are having a lot more back to back. So you got some advantages there to where you could get those games in, win, and assert your dominance and build. But it's up to right now it's up to the management to see like, hey, I want my star to be ready to go by playoffs, and he needs to start ramping it up now. If they ain't doing that by the second half of the season, then they're not going to get nothing out of Kawhi.
Yeah, man. I believe Kawhi needs to play more minutes. The more minutes he plays, the more he start looking like this top 5 player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He looked like it tonight. Um, but if he continues to do this, I mean, there's no denying it. You know what I'm saying? So he has to do it. Kawhi would just impact, like when he was on the floor, he opened up everything up for everybody, everything else for this. But I'm asking you something: who is the clear cut third player on this team, bro? Third best player on this team?
There is no clear cut. That's the problem. Our role players are so consistent that one night it could be Reggie, one night it could be John.
Matisse, what you got on this, Matisse? My bad, my bad.
Nah, I don't know who's the clear cut third best player.
I'm gonna say it's Norman Powell, bro. Norman Powell's the third best player on the team.
Yeah,
you know what? I would say that, but then again, I mean, it just depending on the night.
Who's better than Norman Powell? Do y'all think it is, or is it a debate?
You know what? Who has the most impact? I would say Norman Powell. I would definitely agree. And after that, I would say Luka because he stretches the floor. And if we can get him, if we can start drawing up him some plays to get him at least 10 shots a game, because see, that's what another thing I have a problem with Tyronn Lue too. He needs to start running set plays for Luke Kennard, because Luke Kennard needs to get up shots.
Yeah.
Somebody said T-Man Zubac. I love Zubac. Man.
Zubac. Come on, bro, man. Come on, man. Really?
Hey, you want to know how good our East, how good the start of the
season?
I
love Zubac, but he ain't the third best player on this team. Y'all gotta stop that. I love his impact on our team. He does make us he is a big part while we at least some pretty productive on that side of the ball, but he's not the third best. I mean, it's Norman Powell, what he can bring with his scoring, him being a 3-level scorer. I love that Norman Powell, when he drives to the goddamn basket, he's a great job at finishing. He don't settle that much. Defense, I love his own ball defense. I think it's pretty good. It's right now, chasing out the screens. You know what I'm saying? On ball, he does get blown past a lot on ball. But, you know, he's good at that aspect. He's okay at that aspect. So, you know, I think it's Norman Powell, because Norman Powell is one of these 6-man candidates in the NBA. Norman Powell this year is averaging what? How much he averaging?
I think
DJ?
Something like 13
he averages 16, right?
16, yeah. 16.
That man's averaging 16 points off the goddamn bench. Yeah, it's old boy. It's Norman Powell.
I don't think nobody wouldn't object to that.
Our bench won't be that good without Norman Powell, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Oh, it wouldn't. We would be trash.
Absolutely, bro.
No, I definitely agree.
It's so important for you to have a good bench, that guy that can come up there and score, put ball into the basket, get downhill. Absolutely, bro.
He's a 3-level scorer, and that's what's so dangerous about him.
Amir.
What's happening, man?
Who you think the third best player on the Clippers, man?
Norman Powell.
Why?
No question. I mean, he got to get his own bucket, get his own shot. He can score better than anybody when you give him the ball than anybody else on the team individually. And he's a solid defender as well.
I just don't like how he flops a little bit. I don't like that. And sometimes he do be a turnover machine in transition too as well. So, you know, today was a good day. I mean, I'm glad we got a win tonight. I felt like we was going to win today. I feel like we was going to win tonight, man.
I think.
Go ahead.
Where'd he go? He disappeared.
No, he here. Go ahead. I couldn't hear.
You, brother.
Oh, yo, Mookie. Yo, Mookie.
Yo.
Can you give me your top 3 DPOY candidate list right now?
Oh shit.
Damn, that is hard. I ain't gonna hold you. I know Claxton's in there. I can't even tell you that, bro. I know Bam. I know Bam is in there. I know Bam is in there. And
that's 2.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to I don't know who's been making a real impact defensively in the league right now. I really don't know. But I know Claxton's in there. I know Bam in there, and I know
They got Brooke. They got who's they got Brooke. You think Jaren Jackson? They got Brooke. They got Jaren Jackson.
you got Brooke, Jaren Jackson. What else you got?
Marcus Morris.
Yo, he trolling. He
Evan
trolling.
Mobley. Evan Mobley. This
Oh
nigga
yeah,
said
Evan
Marcus
Mobley.
Morris. Yeah, so I mean, you got some good guys. I mean, I don't know who's been really making a mark defensively this year, bro. I don't know who's been making a mark.
I
Why
mean,
you
you could
say
say.
why you got Marcus Morris?
I was just trolling, bro. I was just
I
fucking
ain't gonna lie. You
around.
could say you listen, Mookie. You could say Classic. Classic got the most blocks in the league at 96.
You might have to go with Clarkson, honestly.
Claxton. Who's the best defense in the league? Anybody?
The
I think
best
it's
defense
Cleveland. It's Cleveland.
is Cleveland right now, I think.
I might go with Evan Mobley because he is the best defender on the best defensive team in the NBA.
He's not better than Allen. Stop it, bro.
All
Jay
right, who's a
Allen.
better defender?
Allen.
Oh,
Allen is more proven than Mobley
hold
as
on,
a
y'all think
defender.
Allen's a better defender than Mobley?
Yes.
Shit, I don't even
Is
know. I don't
is
watch
anybody
Lakers.
co-signing that?
I can't co-sign that. That's
You
correct.
can't co-sign. So you think Mobley's a better defender than Allen?
I think Mobley is more versatile than Allen, bro. Because Mobley can stay with his feet. He can switch he can switch 1 through 5, I believe, and he can stay out with them smaller guards out on the perimeter. I
Allen is
think
a
Allen's a
shot
better
blocker.
protector. He's more
Yeah.
physical, but I might go with Mobley, bro.
No, I'm going with Allen, bro. I think Allen, like he's not. He could guard big man, and I think that's an underrated aspect of the league right now. It's big men who could guard other big men in this league. Because much of the fives in this league right now, they're small ball fives. Man, I'm getting it to Allen, bro. Mobley not proven as a defender yet. He leading the league in blocks, but he ain't better than Allen as a defender.
Man, that's tough, bro.
And if you look at it last year when Allen went out, that's when the Cavs struggled, and Mobley was still there. The Cavs defense took a dip last year when Allen left, but and Mobley was still there too.
Yeah. So, Ken, do you think your Nets is gonna go all the way?
Mookie, you know what I think, bro. I think we the best team in the East, bro.
Do y'all think y'all the best team in the NBA?
No, I gotta see. I don't know about that, but I know we the
Why you
best team.
scared to stay on what you believe in?
Well, I never said we was the best team in the NBA. I said the best team in the East
Why not the NBA?
Yeah.
because I feel like I gotta see Jock Vaughn against an experienced coach in the playoffs. Like I feel like a guy, whoever comes out the West, their coach gonna have experience in the playoffs, so they gonna be knowing what they doing and know what their game plan is if we meet them in the finals. Jock Vaughn, I gotta see what's gonna be his game plan when we in the finals, and what's his adjustments gonna be, et cetera, et cetera. But in the East, I'm not worried about nobody in the fucking East, bro. Niggas is easy work, bro.
What?
You know,
You're
KD's the
delusional.
highest
You're
order.
delusional. You're
KD's the
delusional.
highest order, nigga.
You're delusional,
Where
man.
was the highest order in Game 3 against Boston?
Yo, bro, Mookie, you know what happened.
And
Steve
I'm just saying,
Nash,
what
my
was the
nigga.
highest order?
Steve Nash was the highest order. That's what happened.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Steve
hold on.
Nash
So
was the
you said,
highest
hold on.
order.
You told me stop blaming the coach, though. See how you a hypocrite, bro?
No, because if we had Tyler, we would have won that
No,
series.
y'all would. If we had Steve Nash, he'd have been better than what he was.
What? Yeah. Mookie's trolling. Mookie, you just said Steve Nash would be better than what he was in Brooklyn. You
No,
trolling, bro.
in the Clippers, he would.
You trolling. You trolling. You trolling. Get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here, nigga.
We
That
could do
nigga
this
has
all
that.
day.
Yeah, nigga, we could do it. Cause Tyronn Lue, if he was on the Nets, we would win a championship, nigga. Fuck.
That's cap, bro.
It's not cap, nigga. Tyronn Lue was a way better coach than that nigga Steve Nash. Way
You
better.
chatting right now, gang.
Nah, you chatting, bro. Saying Steve that nigga. Put a poll. Put a poll. Who better coach, Tyronn Lue or
I ain't
Steve
putting no
Nash?
poll, bro.
Yeah, nigga. Cause you know you gonna get smoked, nigga.